Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about polynomials. Class 10th Maths Chapter 2. When we are going to talk about polynomials, basically we have to talk about what is polynomial first. So I hope you all know what is polynomial. So first of all we have to define what is polynomial. It should be required. First of all you have to know what is basic thing of polynomial. So I think you all know polynomial is an algebraic expression in which variables involved with only non-negative integral exponents are called polynomials. I think you all know already algebraic expression, that is in algebraic expression only constants and variables. Constant plus variables together it will be form terms. So what should be polynomial? Polynomial is an algebraic expression in which constant and variables involved is always non-negative integral exponents. For example, when you will go to example wise, so polynomial that is p of x, that is polynomial in x, we can write basically a0 x to the power 0 plus a1 x to the power 1 plus a2 x to the power 2 plus dot 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 up to infinity you can write. So we will write an x to the power n. So this is basically standard form of polynomial, in which where we can write a0, a1, a2 dot 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 up to an. These are constants. That means a1, a2, a0, this one will be constant. That means they will be numbers. And x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2 dot 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 up to x to the power n are variables. So basically what you have to remember about these things, constants will be anything, any number, but when we will talk about variables, so variables will be non-negative exponents. So what do you mean by non-negative exponents? That means exponents, that is power, should be non-negative numbers. So when we will take an example, we can write, for example, we can write simply, we can write different types of example, but basically I am writing simple example. For example, we will write 2x square minus 5x plus 6. Here you can see exponents of x. So exponents of x are here 2, here it is understood 1, and here it is x to the power 0, it is already understood. So basically we will not write x to the power 0, we all know x to the power 0 is equal to 1, so it is understood. So basically we will write 2x to the power 2 minus 5x plus 6. We will not show x to the power 1 or x to the power 0. So this is basic general example of polynomial. Next question will come, in which form polynomial will be there. So basically three types of polynomial we will see. So three types of polynomial basically we will use. First type of polynomial is generally called, it is polynomial, that is general polynomial. That is first type. Basically students get confused, what is polynomial over integers and what is polynomial over rationals. So three types of polynomials are there. So first type is, that is, this one is called general form. So here I am writing 2x square minus 5x plus 6. This is general polynomial. This is first type. Second type is polynomial over integers. Second type is called polynomial over integers. So basically which types of question will be called polynomial over integers? So this type of question, this question is also called polynomial over integers, because all the numbers used in these questions are integers. So polynomial over integers are 2x square minus 5x plus 6. So it's simply, see, this is general polynomial. It is also called polynomial over integers because here see 2, 5 and 6. 2 minus 5 or 6. These are integers. So it is called polynomial over integers. And next one will be third types. We will talk about third. It is called polynomial over rationals. Basically, you all have seen polynomial over rationals. That means rational numbers will be used. For example, we can write 5 by 4 x square minus plus anything you can take 3 by 2 x plus 5 by 7. Now here you can see 5 by 4 minus 3 by 2 and 5 by 7 all are rational numbers. So these types of polynomial is called polynomial over rationals. And 2x square minus 5x plus 6, these types of polynomial is called polynomial over integers. So this is types of polynomials, and this polynomial is called general polynomials. So I hope you all have studied about types of polynomials. Now we are going to talk about, in polynomial basically you are talking about constants. So what is constant? What is variable? And when you are talking about polynomials, definitely we'll talk about terms. So these three terms are very useful. Then after we'll talk about degree. So constant, what is constant? First question is, what is constant? A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. Simple definition is, a symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. That means symbol which is having fixed value. For example, when I will write 2x square, here 2 is constant because 2 is only 2. Value of x will be vary. What is variable now? A symbol which takes various numerical values is called a variable. That means a variable is a symbol which took various values. For example, here we can put the value of x, infinite value you can use. So that is various values. They will take various values. So here it is fixed value, but this one will take various value. For example, say 2x square is written. Here x is variable because in place of x we can write 0 to infinitive numbers we can write. Next one is term. So what is term? So basically when we are writing polynomials or algebraic expression with using mathematical operators, so with mathematical operators when you will replace it by comma, then these are the terms. This is first term, second term and third term. So when you will replace mathematical operators with comma, like 5x square is a term, 6x is also a term, 3 is also a term. So these are terms. Now moving to next point in polynomial, our next point is basically most of the students get confused about what is degree of a polynomial. Basically, what is degree? So the actual definition is the highest exponents of a variable is degree of the polynomial. For example, if I will write 5x to the power 5 minus 4x square plus 5, then what is highest degree? We can see x to the power 5 is the highest power. So degree will be 5. And solutions of polynomial depends on degree. If degree is 5, so definitely solution of this polynomial will be 5. That means 0 will be 5. Next point is what is monic polynomial? Most of the students don't know what is monic polynomial. So if you will talk about what is monic polynomial, so definitely we can tell monic, that means you will know monomial. I think you all know, in previous class you have studied monomial. So monic is also introduced by using monomial. So monic polynomial, a polynomial whose leading coefficient is unit, is called a monic polynomial. So definitely we will understand what is monic polynomial. So what is leading coefficient? Leading coefficient polynomial whose leading coefficient, that means see, if you will write x cube minus 3. So here you can see this is leading, and what is coefficient of x cube? That is already understood, 1. So coefficient is 1. Different types of example we can write. So these types of polynomial is called monic polynomial. That means coefficient of leading term is unit, that is 1. And unity is given, that means it is a, for example I can write x cube plus 2x square plus 5x minus 7. So here what is coefficient of x cube? It is 1. So it is called monic polynomial. I hope you all have understand what is monic polynomial. Now we are going to talk about classification of polynomials. That is classification. Classification of polynomial is depends on terms and degree. We are having two types of. So first we will talk about according to terms, and second we will talk about according to degree. So when we will talk about terms, so basically we all have studied term 1, term 2, second term, third term, fourth term, like this we will talk about the, and then after we will talk about the degree. So first we are going to talk about according to terms. So if we are having single term, only one term, then it is called monomial. How many terms? Only one term is there, then it is called monomial. Second is according to term. If we are having two terms, then it is called binomial. Binomials or binomial, you can tell binomial. If we are having three terms, because we are talking about terms, so if we are having three terms, it is called trinomial. Accordingly, if we are having four terms, then we will tell it quadrinomial, or if we are having five terms, then it will be called pentanomial. So according to terms, basically we'll talk about monomials, binomials, trinomials and quadrinomials. Now second type is according to degree. This is very important. So according to degree we will also learn classification of polynomial. So if degree is 1, then it is called, if degree is 1, simply you have to remember that. If degree is 1, it is called linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. But question is here, if degree is 0, then what we will tell? So we will talk about this. Now we will talk about degree is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. If degree is 3, we will tell about cubic polynomial. If degree is 4, we will say it is a biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial. If degree is 5, we will tell quintic polynomial. Quintic polynomial. Here question is, if degree is 0, then what we will tell? If degree is 0, then what we will tell? If degree is 0, then it is called constant polynomial. This is very important. If degree is 0, then it is called constant polynomial. So we are going to talk about examples. So here I am going to explain with examples. So first, constant polynomial, that means see, that is examples. 5 is a polynomial because we are having x to the power 0 understood. With 5 we can write 5 as 5 into x to the power 0, because you will know x to the power 0 is 1. So we can write 5 into x to the power 0. So 5 is a polynomial. That is called constant polynomial. When we will talk about linear polynomial, so definitely we are having degree 1. That is, for example, I am writing 3x minus 2 is a linear polynomial. If I will talk about quadratic polynomial, so power will be, degree will be 2, so we can write x square minus 4 is a quadratic polynomial. If you will talk about cubic, it is x cube minus 2x plus 6, it is a cubic. Quadratic, biquadratic, that is power 4, x to the power 4 plus 7x minus 6, or anything you can write, power will be 4. And quintic, it will be power 5. For example, I will write 2x to the power 5 plus 7x cube minus 8, like this. So these are the polynomials according to degrees and according to terms. So now our question is, what is zero polynomial? Here you have told degree is 0, then it is called constant polynomial. So what is difference between constant polynomial and zero polynomial? Because you will tell constant polynomial and we will also tell zero polynomial. So what is difference in constant and zero polynomial? Most of the students get confused in this part. What is difference? Basically we will see. The constant polynomial is called a zero polynomial. Okay, the constant polynomial is called a zero polynomial. So these are same thing. Constant polynomial is called a zero polynomial. Why it is called zero polynomial? Because its degree is not defined. Degree is not defined. Why it is not defined? So basic difference, I think you all know. Constant polynomial, the constant polynomial 0 is called a zero polynomial. That means in constant polynomial you can write 5 minus 2 by 3, and you can also write root 2. These are constant polynomials. But what is difference in zero polynomial? In zero polynomial, what you will write? A zero polynomial is the constant polynomial whose degree is not defined. Here you can define the degree. What are the degree we can define here? See, what is degree? We can write 5x to the power 0. So degree is, we can tell degree is 0. So if degree is 0, it is constant polynomial. But if question is given zero polynomial, so degree we cannot define, because see, as for example, and try to understand why zero polynomial is differ to constant polynomial. In zero polynomial you can write 0. So in place of 0, what we can write? We can write 0 into x to the power 7. This is also correct. Or we can write 0 into x to the power 100, then also correct. So different types of infinite degree we can here write here. Here we can write also x to the power 1000, 1 crore, 1 lakh, anything. So see, we cannot decide what is the degree of zero polynomial. It will be 7 also, 100 also, 1000 also. So many degrees we can write. So its degree cannot be determined. So basic difference of zero polynomial and constant polynomial, I think you understand. In constant polynomial, degree is 0. In zero polynomial, degree is not defined. So these are the basic difference of constant polynomial and zero polynomial. Now one important question is always asked in question. in board exam and others exam, always it will be asked, if we will represent geometrically the quadratic polynomial or polynomial, which types of diagram we will get, or which type of graph we will get when we will represent the polynomial. So if you will represent quadratic polynomial geometrically, always you will get U-shaped graph, or U-shaped, you can tell U-shaped curve, and that is called basically, that is called U-shaped curve is parabola. So this one will be always asked in 1 marks question, which types of curve we will get or which shape we will get. So either will option will be U-shaped or answer will be parabola. So this one will be very important, which types of graph or which types of shape we will get. Now we are going to talk about next point is zero polynomial, zeros of a polynomial. So in next video we will talk about this, and then after we will solve the question. I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you will like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe the channel and share the same to your colleagues so that they will also get the